Well, now it's time to bring you our show again, and it's Friday the 15th of May. Good afternoon, Barry Fair and Steve Wood with you in the studio, and quite a contrast to last week when we had that beautiful day and we sat outside, and today it's cold and miserable and wet. And to tell us more about that, it's good afternoon to Steve.
Good afternoon, Barry. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah. So as Barry says, is it winter, Barry? I think it's winter.
Well, it's winter. Coming into winter now.
Feels wintry, doesn't it? Feels wintry. So yeah, we planned a barbecue every Friday here in Narrowena. Beautiful last week, and here we are this week. We had to cook on the barbecue with an umbrella.
and
then bring it all inside, and we all had to enjoy our burgers inside, which is okay. It's not quite the same as sitting in the outside.
Well, just an update on the restrictions to open our show now, and you can only have 10 people at a pub or restaurant. Here's my offside and putting his opening view on this.
Well, it's excellent news, Barry, that they're opening up, because it is the start, of an easing. And obviously it will get, hopefully, as long as things stay controlled, it will get easier and easier. We'll be able to ease the restrictions more. But if they're running up 10 people though, that's going to be quite challenging for the restaurants because they've still got to socially distance and they've got to make money. Most importantly, it's no good opening. If you need 20 people in the restaurant to make enough profit to open, and you can only have 10, it's going to be quite tricky. So I think it'll be interesting to see. But not everywhere will open, of course. It will depend on their model.
Now, like I said in my video this morning, winter is coming, so please break up warmer. Well, dress up warmer or warmer. Here's my offside.
Funny. Got the thermal vest on, Barry. Look at that. Told you how cold it is. I've suddenly got my thermal vest on. So yeah, everybody. I think it's about 7 or 8 degrees this morning. I got up, walked the dog. So yeah, time to get your scarves out, Barry.
Well, that's what I said in the video this morning. So and also get your flu shot in. So if you're down at your doctor, ask him or her to get you a flu shot. Here's my offside.
Had mine as soon as I could. I think it was very early April flu shots became available. Had mine. Make sure you have it. Protect yourself and protect everyone else.
So I had mine on the 18th of April, which is a month ago. So my doctor came around here and he gave us all one. So the flu shot you must get, guys. Here's my offside.
Interestingly enough, Barry, you should have it. Everybody should have the flu shot. However, not everybody will. You read this in the paper, you've seen some, I'll get your opinion on it, Barry, some professional football players are refusing to have one on medical grounds. They don't believe in them. And they say you can't force them to have one. So they're not having one.
Well, if they're out in the field and they get the flu, well, they will know about it. Here's my offside.
Anyway, I believe you should have one. I can't think of any real reason for objecting to have one. So get yourself to the doctor, or even at the pharmacy. You can book a flu shot at the pharmacy, and they'll give you a flu shot there. So there's no excuse for not having one. available and cheap.
Now, today on the show, we're also going to be talking about being patient. Now, we know it's been nearly 2 months now since we said goodbye to our day option services, but guys, please, we know that it's been frustrating and annoying. Some restrictions are being lifted, but let's not be fooled and flout the rules. Here's my option.
Yeah, it's an interesting point, Barry, isn't it? As this goes on longer and longer, we've got to become almost more and more patient, haven't we? You know, we can't see when it's actually going to end. We know it's going to probably end, but you know, we just have to continue being patient. That's more difficult the longer it goes on. So it's certainly testing my patience.
So please, guys, we know it's testing your patience, but if you start being complacent now, we will be back at square one, and we don't want to have that. Here's my offside.
We talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
Well, last week.
Last week, wasn't it? Yeah. We've all done well, and we should all be very proud of what we've done. But, you know, we very easily slip back. Yeah. We don't want to do that. That's right, downhill.
We want to be going up like all guys, not down.
Absolutely.
So, please, guys, be patient. Let's not start getting complacent. Well, I went to the doctors this morning, and we discussed a few things, and got some things done there. I had a blood test today, very important. So it's very important to have a blood test every now and again. Here's my oxide.
Yeah, I have mine every year, just by part of an annual medical check. I get mine tested, just to test all those important things in your blood. It's amazing what your blood can tell you about your health. So every year, if you can, get a nice generic blood test and get all those common illnesses tested.
And like I said this morning, please, please rug up, but I will remind you of that at the end of the show. Now, the important thing about going to the doctors, you must always be on time for your appointment. Here's my oxide.
I reckon that's the single biggest thing that annoys me about appointments is doctors being late, patients being late. I'm always early. I think what happens about it is a lot of people get fed up with waiting, so they turn up late. The doctor to be running late, but you shouldn't do that because that's what happens. And you just need one person late, and it has a knock-on effect on everybody. So we should all do our best to try and stick to the designated time. I always try and get there. My rule of thumb is always 5 minutes early. Better 5 minutes early than 5 minutes late.
And always tell the doctor what is wrong and don't make up stories. Here's my oxide.
People do that, Barry, make up stories.
Well,
I've never been through that story.
well, the important thing, guys, is you must tell the doctor really what is wrong, because they are not there for chit chats.
No, that's right.
They have other patients to see.
That's right.
And
That's right.
and if you need a script, ask him to get one for you before you leave, and don't drive halfway home and think, oh no, I haven't got the script. So make sure that you've got all your paperwork done with the doctor, and make sure that you stick to your subject when with the doctor, and turn off your mobile phone as well. Is my option.
Yeah, very important, Barry. Good point. I think a lot of people go and say, I'm not feeling well. Well, that doesn't mean it. I think you've got to be, go to the doctor when there's a reason for it. What the problem is. Not, I'm just not, because that's not anything. You're quite precise about helping the doctor to help you.
And always tell him or her the truth. Is my option.
Yeah. So don't make stuff up. Don't imagine things. Just tell them, stick to the facts. Medication or treatment of medical issues is normally, scientifically factually based. So let's just try and stick to the facts. Make their job easier.
Well, now I'd like to touch on what I just said before about the day option services reopening. Okay, we know that you are itching to know when our day option services will reopen, but guys, please be patient, and I will update on you on that on the next show, but we don't know yet, so please be patient. Is my answer.
That's right. We just don't know, Barry. And so I don't think the management know either, otherwise they'd tell us. I would suspect over the next 2 months there'll be a gradual, slow, measured, careful return to some day services. Not all, but some. And it will be very gradual, very measured, very deliberately slow. What I understand. But when? You're very, just got to remain patient. Just keep waiting for some good news.
So this is week 7 now on this lockdown. So from the 27th of March till now the 15th. 27th of April was last month, so that's 1 month, and we're coming up to the 2nd month now. So like I said, guys, please be patient and don't rant and stamp your feet. Please don't do that. Talk to the staff if there's a problem. Is my option.
That's right. Well, I mean, it's okay to keep asking. Nothing wrong with that. But you've just got to remain patient. Just seems a long time now. 7 weeks. It's been a long time.
It has. Well, to close our program today, we'd like to remind you about Lifeline and the number, okay, 131114, and get a pen and paper and write that number down, okay, 131114, and the number that we rely on 24 hours a day, 000. Please don't ring that number unless you have an emergency. Here's my option.
Very good advice, Barry. Yeah, I like to tell people as often as possible. It's not a chat line. It's not a I'm not feeling very well line, or I'm a bit sad line. It's an emergency line for, life and death emergency only. Nothing else.
And same with the doctor. Do not ring him unless you've got something critical, okay, or if you're really unwell. But if you haven't got an emergency and you've got no valid reason for being at the doctor's, then you're just wasting his time, okay, and the medical center's time. The doctor hasn't got time to waste because he's got other patients to see. And the same with the paramedics. Please don't call them unless you're in a critical condition yourself. Here's my operator.
That's right. I think we should all use the appropriate medical service. So if you do need to talk to somebody, remember that there's always someone there at Lifeline, as Barry's said often enough. Doctors, for when there's genuinely something wrong with you, only go if you need to see the doctor. If you can fix something by going to the pharmacy, then go to the pharmacy. But if you need something diagnosed, you're right. Then the doctor's the way to go. And only the 000 or the hospital accident and emergency if it needs fixing now.
But don't be an idiot and ring 000. You have got an emergency. We will say this to you throughout the rest of this lockdown. And please tell them what the problem is. Don't just say I'm a bit sad or a bit bored, anything like that. Ring Lifeline. Please, guys, we are asking you very nicely on the show to be considerate towards people at Lifeline, okay, and 000 because they haven't got time for fools. Ring them up just for genuine complaints. Give my option.
That's right. I think everybody needs to remain respectful, Barry, as you've said. Everybody's trying to do their best. There must be nothing more annoying than getting emergency calls from people where it's not an emergency. People getting abused because of whatnot. So please just remember, be respectful all the time. Try and use the right service.
Well, we had a lovely barbecue here today. We had hamburgers. Here's my option.
Did you like your hamburger, Barry? I think you did. I wasn't there.
I did.
Dealing with someone else. But yeah, it's great to have a hamburger lunch. All right, one of the top lunches that Barry. Yeah.
So join us again next Friday when we bring you another barbecue here at Oceana, and we look forward to barbecue Fridays again. So join the lads, and who knows, we could be cooking up a feast for you next Friday.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. I think we do some chicken.
And who knows? So what's this space?
Absolutely.
Well, to close the show today, we'd just like to say thank you for being with us and being patient throughout this lockdown. We know it's been tough, guys, but hang in there. The key to the padlock will be turned, and we'll be able to go out again very soon and get back to our normal routine. And I'd like to wish those that are not very well very speedy recovery. And for those that have moved on, good luck to them and welcome to those that are starting. And if you'd like to know anything about the show, please drop me a line. Here's my offline.
Yeah, I'd like to say thanks to everybody. I think Australia largely has done a terrific job. You know, keeping this virus at bay, being patient, and just waiting for the good times to return.
And as the saying goes, guys, good things come to those who wait. Okay, only wait, and the door to freedom, well, the road to freedom will be open again, where you'll be able to go out on a Saturday night and have some fun. Okay, so on that note, it's time for Steve and I to bid you farewell now, and here he is for
And that's it. So thanks very much, everybody, for your patience. Try and remain patient, and we'll keep you up to date here from Narrowena. The Villa Barbecue Blast next week.
and make sure that you clean your barbecue before you use it, or make sure that your barbecue is clean before you use it, and always, if I can get, and always, guys, sanitize your hands. Okay, that's Aquam hand gel there. And remember, keep to your social distancing, guys, because this is most important. And on that note, guys, time for me, myself, and Steve to say farewell to you now. You have a lovely weekend, and I will see you next week here on the show. But for now, the time is 18 minutes after 2 o'clock. Thanks for your company this Friday, and we'll see you next week for another episode.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye. See you next week.
And whilst I have you here, I did get a reply from Channel 9 on Monday from the chief of staff of the news, who passed my letter on the platter.
Oh, right, good.
And he loved it.
Good. Very good, Barry.
So that's the news I'd like to end the show with.
Good news, Barry.
Today, and like always, if there's anything you'd like me to cover on the show, please drop me a link and tell us what you think of the show. Okay, because feedback is important. Well, now it is time to go, and reminding you next Friday once again, we'll be cranking up the barbecue, and who knows, we could be cooking up some chicken. We may even barbecue some pineapple, who knows.
Who knows, Barry? That'll be interesting. There's barbecue pineapple.
Yep, so join us next Friday on Barbecue Friday, and join the lads. We crank the barbecue up. So from myself, Barry, Fair, and Steve, have a lovely weekend, everybody. Do stay safe. Talk to people if you're upset, and don't keep it in. And here's Steve now to say his farewell and goodbye now.
That's right. So, bye, everybody. Hopefully, have a great weekend, as Barry says. try to get on the barbie if you can, and look after yourselves, and we'll see you next week.
And as Don Burke used to say at the end of Burke's Backyard, see you next week. Hooroo. And that's alright.
And that's it.
And you've been watching the Friday Rats with Barry Fair, recorded live and exclusive here at Unify, and any inappropriate footage or commentary will be removed from the YouTube channel. So that's alright, folks. See you next week. Hooroo.